Okay, let me see. Who are we missing? All right. For today's class, we won't be needing any props in specific, but if you want to have a block nearby, it's always recommended, just in case you need an extra support or an extra challenge. And yeah, when you are ready, start setting up onto your mat, lay down on your back, um, close your eyes, keep them open. Remember that this is your practice and that anything and everything that I do, you always have the option not to do it. Um, Above everything, honor yourself and honor your body and whatever your body is feeling today. Um, and yeah, just have a wonderful practice, everyone. I will be going up to your mat, to my mat. I will be practicing with you actually. Lay down. Your legs can be straight down on the ground or your feet on the mat. Begin to have a control over your breath, listening to the sound that it makes, um, physically picturing your throat opening and closing. On every inhale, your throat opens, and with every exhale, your throat closes. Um, Heather, I cannot seem to be able to mute you. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. All right. Let us start breathing in sets of 4 counts. And I inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. One last time. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Over the top 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. And over the bottom for 4, 3, 2. Take your own inhale and let it all go on an exhale. Reach your arms long beside your ears and your legs on the opposite side. And take a nice stretch on opposite ends. Inhale to reach and exhale to let go. Try that again. Inhale, reach, pull your toes, arch your back, take a yawn. Exhale, let it all go. And one last time, the biggest yet. Inhale to find that extra length in opposite ends. And exhale to let everything go. One at a time. Reach your legs long towards the ceiling, your heels trying to reach for the ceiling. Just like that, let it all go. Wiggle your feet, your legs, your toes, everything. If at any point in class I say toes when I mean fingers, just know that in Spanish they're the same. Okay, apologize in advance. Bring your left leg to the floor and you reach your right leg up to the ceiling and taking an inhale in here. Exhale to open it to the side a little or a lot. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale to open. You can bring it closer to your chest by engaging your lower abs. Inhale to center. Exhale to open. Come back to center and switch your legs. Stretch your left leg long to the ceiling. Drop your right. Inhale in center. Exhale to open. Inhale to center. Start noticing how your movements match your breath. Inhale to center. Exhale to open. Come back to center. Stretch both legs long to the ceiling and give yourself a nice hug. Hug your knees to your chest. Compress that belly. Inhale to let go a little bit and expand your body. Exhale to compress. Inhale, reach your arms long to either side on a T-shaped position and bring your legs to a tabletop. We're going to inhale in center and on your exhale, tap your knees to your right. You don't need to touch the ground. Be very gentle. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Continue at your own rhythm with every inhale being in the center and every exhale all to once. Notice which parts of your body remain on the floor and which ones change from side to side. When you've had enough of this, bring your hands up on your knees and give yourself one last hug. On your own time, stretch one arm long by your ear and roll into your fetal pose. Take this time to connect with your breath, and every time you find yourself wandering, your mind wandering, go back into this feeling. When you're on time, push away from the ground and find yourself into a tabletop position. Whenever you get there, start working on your cats and cows, giving your spine that flexibility and that heat to warm it up. Inhale, reach for the ceiling, look at the ceiling, melt your belly. Exhale to look down, tuck your belly in, your tailbone. With every inhale, look up. And with every exhale, look down. Continue at your own timing. And eventually morph into whatever kind of movements it is that you need. You can make circles with your shoulders, with your belly, with your hips. We're going into a little S or figure eights. Anything that your body is craving today, find that movement. Start warming up your spine. Let the rest of your body join into the fun. You can bend your elbows, you can stretch it, tend your fingers, whatever it is that you need for this today. And once you've had enough, come back to center. Inhale. And on your exhale, tuck your toes under and lift your hips up to the ceiling, down facing up. Whatever movements that you need today. Your toes, bend up your knees, wiggle your hips. or stay in complete stillness. It is your choice. Once you're ready, without bending your knees, take as many little steps as you want to walk to the top of your mat and meet me in a passive forward fold. Once here, bend your knees a lot. Rest your belly onto your thighs and maybe grab your opposite shoulders. And let your head, your back, your shoulders down. You can swing from side to side. You can bounce up and down. You can shake your head yes and no. And when you're ready, start rolling up very slowly. Inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, back and down. Try that again. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, down. One last time. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, bring your arms to your heart center. Close your eyes. Notice your feet in the ground. You can rock yourself from your tip of your toes, towards your heel, playing with the weight. Welcome to class, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful practice today. Inhale, reach your arms for the ceiling and interlace your fingers and then exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend to whichever side you find it your feet. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, switch your sides. Notice how your hips are not moving. Inhale to center. Exhale to the first side, holding here. Take a nice inhale and a full exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. And exhale to the second side. Everything that we'll do today will come from your belly button. Inhale to center. This time, exhale, twist to your first side. Your shoulders are going towards that first side. So you're twisting from your belly. Inhale from to center. Exhale, second side. This time we're gonna mix it two. Inhale to center. Exhale to bend sideways. Twist to that side and come back. Inhale, center. Exhale to bend, twist, come back. Inhale to center. Side bend, twist a little bit deeper, come back. Last time, inhale to center. Bend, twist from your belly button, use the intercostal muscles. Come back. Inhale to center, reach for the ceiling, exhale, fold forward at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto your shins, flat. Exhale to let it all go. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Hands to the heart center. And then to the side of your body. A couple more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to melt down. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale to your heart. And down. Last time, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, the deepest one yet. Fall forward. Inhale, roll up onto your flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor and find yourself in a plank pose. A full inhale in here. Exhale, tap your knees to the floor. Bring yourself all the way down. Inhaling here, roll your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale down. Stretch your right hand long to the side and roll onto that side for a pec stretch. Your hips are stacked one another. There's the option for the head of your shoulder to be on the floor, or it can be lifted up off the ground. They all work different sets of muscles. You can find even a deeper stretch when you leverage from the floor and push away. Once you've had enough of this, roll onto your belly and try on the other side. With your left hand the side, along to the side and roll onto that shoulder. Feel the difference that it is that the top of your shoulders on the ground, or can you lift it off the ground? When you're ready, roll down to your belly and tense your fingers on the outside of your mat. Baby cover on an inhale and on an exhale, float all the way down. One more time. Inhale up, baby cobra. Find the motion of waves. Exhale, come all the way down. We're still warming up your spine. Last time. Inhale, come up to baby cobra. Exhale, try to let go of the ground and very slowly float down. Bring your arms beside your ribs. Tuck your toes under and find yourself on a downward dog. Wiggle your hips or find stillness. On an inhale, reach your right leg up long to the ceiling. On an exhale, step in between your hands and meet your back leg beside your front foot. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees a lot. Um, Keep your hips low and reach your arms long around, back, and up into your chair pose with Hatha. A nice inhale in here to expand everything. Exhale to sit a little bit lower. Inhale, reach your arms long to the front. Exhale, circle your right arm down and back. Swing it around. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale with your left. Swing your left arm. Inhale, look up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, look up. Last time, exhale to the left. Follow with your head if that is available to you. Inhale, reach in the front. Float your right foot off the ground and take a big step back into your high lunge. Make sure your hips are facing forward, both hip bones. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, as slowly as you can, start tapping down your knee on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Circle your arms front and down to the ground. Inhale, a little a reprise of cats and cows. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and round your spine for half Hanuman, half splits. Try that again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Feel the little stretch on your hands. Last one, inhale, look up. This time, walk your hands up to your knee and come up on and a little bit out of your lunge. With your right arm to the ceiling, And bring your left hand inside your left knee for a little bit of leverage. Side bend. Inhale in here. Expand your belly, expand your ribs. Exhale to compress. Inhale to reach a little bit longer. Lift from your belly button, your shoulders, and make a big circle on the floor. Round all the way into your wide leg or forward fold. Take a nice inhale in here. Let it all go on and exhale. You can stay here, make this pose as active or as passive as you can. You can play around with the weight on your feet. Is it a little bit into your heels or is it towards your toes? Either stay here or inhale for a halfway lift. Place your left hand underneath your face and reach for the ceiling with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale. Thread that arm underneath to reach for your left ankle. Find a little twist. Push with your hand away from the floor for a little bit of a deeper stretch. When you have enough, back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees a lot and roll yourself all the way up. Roll your shoulders on an inhale and around on an exhale. Reach your arms up to the ceiling on an inhale. Onto your exhale, find your warrior two. Pivot your front toes to the front of your mat. Warrior two. Step onto your toes. Playing your warrior. Your hips can either be facing the front, the side of your mat, or slightly towards the corner, the front corner of your mat. Relax your tailbone down to your heels. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhaling here. This is nothing but a side bend. Feel how your top arm is reaching for the ceiling. Inhale, reach a little bit farther. Exhale, twist at your belly and continue that circle down and around to meet into extended side angle. Elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Holding here. Settle on your exhale. Engage your lower abs. Relax that tailbone and enjoy this pose. If you're not able to, go back to your breath. All right, everyone, let's float in between all of those. Inhale for warrior two. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Inhale in here to reach up. Exhale down and around side angle. Stack your shoulders one on top of the other. Once again, inhale for warrior two. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Exhaling here, go down and around into your side angle. One last time, inhale, warrior two. Sorry about that. Reverse your warrior, oh spirit. Go around, this time go reach for the floor, step into your plank. Inhale in here. Exhale, drop your knees to the floor, lower yourself all the way or halfway. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. And exhale. Lift your left leg towards the ceiling and bring it in between your hands. Bring your back foot right next to it. Inhale, foot. Exhale to sit down. Leave your hips where they are and circle your arms round and about to the front. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Inhale, reach long your arms. Exhale, swing your left arm down and back on your belly button. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale onto your right. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale to the left. Somehow it feels easier this side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your right. This time, inhale, reach up. Float your left leg and take a big step back for high lunge. Where your hips reach up towards the ceiling and start lowering your back knee on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Till reach your arms for the ceiling, front and down to the floor. Look up. Exhale, hinge on your hips. Inhale to come up. Look to the ceiling. Open your chest. Exhale to hinge. Lift your hands. Inhale. Up one side. This time bring your hands up to your knee. And come up and a little bit out of your lunge. With your left arm towards the ceiling, leverage with your right. Find your side bend. Inhale, reach a little bit farther. Twist from your belly button and walk yourself all the way around into your wide-legged forward fold on the other side. Let yourself dangle. Your stance can be as wide or as close together as you need to. And if you want to make this a little bit more of an active pose, engage your quadriceps or your thigh muscles a lot. Try to actively point your tailbone towards the ceiling and bring your weight all the way to the front of your feet. Use your lower abs to get closer to your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time your right hand underneath your face, your left hand reaches for the ceiling. Spread it down and grab for your right ankle. Your knees can be bent if you need to. That's a little bit easier on your hamstrings. Center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees a little or a lot. Roll yourself up very slowly. Inhale, roll up to your shoulders when you get there. Exhale, roll them down. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, pivot your front toes into warrior two. And here. Notice if this side feels a little bit more, a little bit easier, or is it more challenging today? Remember, we have same body, but two different sets of legs, arms, eyes, ears. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And exhale in here. Find the depth on your side bend. Your back hand can be on up to your back leg on your side. Hands. Inhale to reach a little farther with your right arm and both twist from your belly button Down and around, elbow to knee, into extended side. Notice if your bum is sticking out, bring it back into your center line and find more depth into your side. Inhale, come up to warrior two. Exhale to reverse your bum. Inhale, reach up with your arm. Exhale, round and about for 5. One last time. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale to reverse. Inhale in here. And go around, this time into the floor. Find your plank. Option to keep your knees up or tapping them to the ground. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down or halfway for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale in here. And let it all go on the side. Exhale. Open your feet to mat with distance and walk your hands towards your feet. Lift yourself low for Malasana, yogi squat, and bring your hands up to your heart. Staying here, remember that the shape doesn't really matter the way your asanas look. It depends a lot on bone composition and bone structure. So your knees can be a lot closer in, or your knees can be a little farther out. Doesn't really matter. Your bum can be a little bit higher or closer to the ground. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling and find your twist. Let's inhale in center. And exhale, reach your left hand up to the ceiling and twist from your belly button. When you're ready, come back to center. Keep your arms, hands at heart center. And as slowly as you can, come all the way up. Little by little. Relax the front of your hips. When you're ready, bring your feet together, your arms to the side of your body, and roll your shoulders on an inhale. Side. And an exhale. Let's try that again. Inhale, roll your shoulders up this time. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out, lion's breath. One last inhale, all yours. And exhale. Take a step with your right foot to the front and start swinging, rocking from one foot to the other. Find the playfulness, and throughout this standing series, I want you to find the playfulness that it is within you. Do not, and I repeat, do not take yourself too serious for anything. Start finding a little bit more of a floating leg in the back until you find yourself on the top of the tree. If you fall, it's all good. Try it again. Your hands are either floating beside your body, on your hips, or on the side of your bum. Your back foot's flexing or pointing a lot. to make sure that exactly both hip bones are looking towards the. Take a nice inhale here. And on your exhale, bring your knee to your nose in a cocoon shape. Inhale, roll, grab onto that foot, roll your shoulders up and around, find yourself. Your pose, okay. Find yourself on tree pose. Bring your hands to your heart or stretch them up. If you want to continue doing the side bend, leverage on the same arm, same knee, and find the side bend towards your left. When you're ready, roll your shoulders up, back, in and around. Come back to your cocoon. Grab your hand to your toe and stretch that leg to the front. Only one inhaling here. Exhale, however you choose, find your dancer's pose. Go all the way back. Your hand is grabbing to your foot or on the inside or on the outside. And for all my dancers out there, this is not about who can get the higher leg. Think about this more as a little bit more containment of your lower abs. Your hand is pushing to your foot's pushing toward your hand. Once this is enough, once your bottom leg had enough, let it all go. And that's break. Shake it out. Shake your foot, shake your legs, have a little dance break. Really, really get yourself moving up and down. And when you're ready, come to the back of your mat. The last side, the second side. Step onto your left and start rocking back and forth. I remind you, don't take yourself too serious. Eventually making your way into a toppling tree. Give me full, try it again. The thing, we only have two legs. I've always wanted to be an octopus. For this pose, you can always have a micro bend on your knee to make sure that you're activating that hamstring a little. Remember that it probably will not look the same on one side or the other. Once you've had enough of this, nice inhale. And on your exhale, bring your knee to your chest into your cocoon shape. Grab for your foot and find your tree pose. Your foot is against your inner thigh, your calf, your ankle, or even on the floor if you need to. But never try to avoid the knee joint. Because I like to silence. Whatever expression it is that you want to do with your arms. And I also invite you to close your eyes. Have fun. The folding is fun. Once you've had enough, roll your shoulders up, back, and around. Go back to your cocoon to grab for your toe onto your hand. Stretch and inhale. And on your exhale, make your way around onto your dancer's pose. Once you've had enough of this, let it all go. And dance break number 2. Shake it all out. Shake your feet, shake your legs. Those calves, your feet do wonders for you. They carry you the whole day. Once you're ready, come back to the back of your mat. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, hinge your hips. Fold, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk yourself into a plank. Moving here. And as slowly as you can, lower yourself all the way to the ground. On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bring one ear to the ground and take a little shavasana on your belly. You can wiggle your hips, wiggle your feet. Once you're ready, bring your forehead towards the ground. Stretch your arms long beside your ears. Make sure that your thumbs are looking up to the ceiling like you're karate chopping ground. And for all this, I want to dig your bones, both of your hip bones into the ground. Inhale, reach your right arm off the ground. Exhale to lower. You can keep your inhale for the left. Exhale to lower. Your hips are digging into the ground. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale to lower. This time try right hand, left leg up. And down. Open the arm, leg up. And down. Once again, right arm, left leg up. Come back down. Left hand, right leg up. And you're going to hold in here. Next inhale. And on your exhale, bring the rest of your limbs off the ground. Inhale in here. Exhale to float your forehead off the ground. You are in locust pose. Keep your neck long. You're looking towards the floor. You may be shaking, you may not. And every inhale, come a little bit higher off the ground. And on every exhale, hold. Come a little bit higher. And exhale, float all the way down. Bring your opposite ear to the floor. And have a little rest. Notice if the heart is racing. Mine certainly is. Moving. Bring back your forehead to the ground. Hands beside your ribs. Tuck your tail, your toes, and find yourself in the downward facing dog. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe out. Let us take a few flows. Inhale onto your plank. Exhale all the way down or halfway chaturanga. Inhale upward facing dog. Exhale downward facing dog. One inhale in here and a full exhale. Roll into your plank. Exhale to bend your elbows. Way. Inhale upward facing up. Exhale downward facing dog. Once time, inhale, roll to your blanket. Exhale to lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale in here. Inside out. And exhale. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the ceiling and bring your knee behind your wrist and then your next knee behind this for hero pose. We'll go into our recline hero. If you know how to get there, go ahead. So you guys to bring your block and I can bring mine. If you have a block and if you want to place it underneath your back on a vertical way, you can. Your toes are together. Your knees are slightly apart, or a lot. Again, remember is bone construction. And start walking yourself back. You can stay here on your hands all the way down to your elbows or all the way to the ground. You make sure you're tucking your tailbone in, trusting your hips to the ceiling, and then lowering down. Whatever expression is you choose to have today, think about it rather than a deeper back bend. Think about it as a tummy stretch. This particular one will be also a thigh stretch, the quad. Once you've had enough, come back a bit, push against from the floor, and bring yourself, bring your knees back, just center together. And this time, come up to your knees in a tall kneeling position. And your hips are, your knees are hip width distance apart. And since some of you have the block, you can always place the block in between your feet and really press against that feet. Make sure that thrusting of your hips is still happening. You're going to reach, inhale, reach your arms front. And inhale, reach your right arm up, circle it around, twisting from your belly button and roll into your heel or your camel, eventually rolling the next arm for full expression of camel. Your toes can be tucked or pointed, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Get up there, circle one arm, and then circle the next one. We'll try this on the other side. There's always the option of bringing your hands behind your back and your sacrum. I always like to feel the edges of my pinky touching so that I can really have some leverage into my camel. Go on whichever variation you like for this pose. Once you had enough, come back and sit onto your heels. You can sit on a block. Close your eyes and see your thighs. Roll your shoulders up on an inhale. And back down to your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring them to the floor. Find yourself onto your feet. Take your time. When you're ready, put your right leg up to the ceiling and bring it again behind your wrist for pigeon pose. Keep your back leg turned in the parallel position. And then turn the rotation. And take this pose as active or as passive as you want to. Up here, you can go all the way down to the ground and press your head on the floor. For a bit of a more passive variation, bring yourself your weight all the way out into the hip. Just rest. You can always try turning around as a variation. As you're cutting up, come back, your hands, your back toes, transfer your weight into your hands and push until the top. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling on an inhale and find your pigeon on the other side. Exhale. Notice the front of your back with a stretching. The relationship of your foot with your elbows will probably change a lot of your feel. So you can try and play around. Once you're ready, this time roll onto the side of your hip and bring your back leg front into a seated position. Stretch your legs long to the floor and reach all the way up and fold forward. One more time. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And like a wave, exhale forward, hinging on your hips. And again, inhale. And exhale to your legs. Next time you're up, do inhale, reach for the ceiling. Bring your feet towards the mat. Tuck your tailbone in and just find a little bit of a depth in here. You're going to your boat pose or Navasana. Float your legs off the ground. You can grab on the back of your legs. You can float your arms. Inhale, reach up with your arms. Exhale, come all the way down, stretch your legs, hover off the ground. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, reach up. This time, stay on your hover. Take a full inhale here. And a full exhale here. Sorry, inhale. And on your exhale, let everything go. Sorry. I don't know why I'm giggling. I do that a lot. Bring your feet to the ground. Almost there, I promise. And make sure hey, that is not all the way to your bum. You want your heels to be in line with your knees for now. Um, take a nice inhale in here. Now your exhale, peel your tailbone off the ground, one vertebra at a time into your and here. If it is in your practice, you can always grab for your fingers, interlace your hands underneath your body. Whatever you're choosing to do with your arms, imagine that you're retracting your heels down towards your bum to activate your hamstrings. For those of you who are counting, I say hamstrings a lot. Feel the stretch on the front of your hips. And when you've had enough, very slowly roll all the way down from the top of your back. Your tailbone is the last one to arrive. Bring your feet out towards the corner of your mat, edges of your mat. And knock your knees together to construct your rest. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Give a nice little wiggle at the end. And hug your knees to your chest. Bring your arms long into a T position. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, rock your knees to your right, this time allowing them to go all the way down to the floor for a twist. You can take any other variation of a twist that you prefer. When you're ready on your next inhale, come back to center. And right away on an exhale, fall to the other side. You can always be looking to the opposite side for a deeper twist. Take to spend a moment thinking of your back chores you're going to do next. Give yourself permission to be personal. Come back to center on an inhale. And on an exhale, give yourself that last little hug. Find your last final resting pose, whether that's Shavasana, whether that's reclined butterfly or cobbler's pose, whatever your body's craving. Eventually, find yourself there. Your hands can be on your body or on the ground, taking all the space that you want. Close your eyes. Take a nice inhale and feel your belly, feel your ribs, feel your chest, and let everything go. One more time, feel your belly, feel your ribs, feel your chest, and let everything go. Take a whole inhale on your own and exhale. Start losing control of your breath. Before we go, I want to read this passage that I found today, that it spoke to me today. And it reads, I will be free of the burden of self. And it's going back to not taking oneself very seriously. It says, I will not take myself too seriously today. As I lighten up, I will see the light. Too much focus on myself only blinds me from the truth. As I free myself of the burden of self, the chains that bind me shall fall away. Emptying myself, I shall be filled with the universe. Exalting universe, I shall be exalted. Losing myself, I shall find myself in it. Stay here for as long as you need to. It was a great pleasure having you all, and I am so very honored to have you at any time. Namaste. Hope I'll see you soon.